All right, we are back with the final nine players. As we have told you before the break, it's DJ Perez exiting at 10th place, busted out, I think, by Ian Marcos. We have yet to get the details of that particular hand. All right, and this is a quick roundup of the table, the seat assignment, and their stack. As we see Ian Marcus opening the action here at the final nine players. This is the unofficial final table. This playable will play down to eight players, and those eight players will return back tomorrow for the official final table of this 5 million guaranteed Metro Christmas special. As we'll try to get the list of uh, this their chip count and the lineup. There you go. Based on the screen I'm looking at, Dre Nicolas at seat 1, Alexis Lim at seat 2, Chero De Leon at seat 3, Eman Sigismundo at seat 4, Egoy Lagatus at seat 5, Chip Leader Big Time Mateo at seat 6. On his left is Ian Marcos, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Ian Marcos to the left of Big Time Mateo. And after Ian Marcos, it's Zardi, Erdel, Putoy, Rivera, and then rounding up the ninth player is Marcel Bart Servito. An interesting note about Bart Servito is he actually came, uh, joined this via the late day two re-entry. He won his seat via a flip out. We had a series of flip out for main event seat late in the nights of day 1C, and he won a flip out ticket, and he used that ticket to enter day 2, the first round, because as I've told you earlier, this is the first time that day 2 was allowed. Day 2 entry was allowed. And here we are. The first double up of Bart Servito was courtesy of yours truly. I made a mistake. Wow, this is an action hand between Egoy Lagatus and Christopher Mateo. Christopher Mateo hitting his straight on the river, which gave George Lagatos his two pairs. This is an unraised bet between the two. A bet of 100 on the flop, a bet of 200 on the turn, and Egoy Lagatos is gonna hit big for 850,000, and all those chips will be going big time Mateo's way. Now Egoy Lagatos is down to 1.7 million, and big time Mateo to 4.5. All right, I think we fix it. We are back. As we see Bart Sorbito, who I was just talking about earlier, of how he came into this tournament via a seat he won on a flip out late night of day 1C. That's the last day. And he won a seat that enabled him to join via a day 2 entry. And this is the first time that Metro Card Club is doing a day 2 entry in a major tournament. And Barchard Vito took advantage of that.
Here is 700.
As we see
700.
Christopher Big Time Mateo in one of the times that he wanted to make a move with a 3 bet of Queen 3 offsuit. Let's see how Bart will decide to play this. In an earlier hand, we saw Bart
700.
4 bet shoves with Ace Queen off. Let's see if we can make the same move with Ace Jack suited here. In a very crucial part of the tournament where they are just looking to bust out one player and the last remaining 8 players will return tomorrow to play the final table. Bart Arbito reviewing in his mind all the possible hands that Big Time Mateo can 3 bet him with, which this is big time is a lot because Big Time Mateo can 3 bet you with just anything at this position with his stack. And a testament of that is what we're seeing right now. Big Time Mateo 3 bets Bart Serbito with Queen 3 offsuit. Of course, Bart doesn't know that. And he might give just that respect. He doesn't want to engage. And he will fold. What a play for Christopher Big Time Mateo. 3 bet at the small blind with Queen 3 offsuit. And Bart Serbito will probably kick himself in the head once he watch the replay of this live stream. Of course, I mean, all things being equal, those are live cards, and that Big Time Mateo has.
Anyone else?
What a move by Big Time Mateo, displaying how why he is a very dangerous player in a stage of a tournament like this with a big stack.
Bart fold. Dre fold. How about you, Sir Jay? Do you have your cell phone? Alex fold. You need to put it.
As we have advised
Tia
you
fold.
earlier, all these 9 players they form the unofficial final table because they are now
Big blind fold.
combined. This is the last table on the tournament, but they will have to play down to 8 players. So one player has to bust out from this cast to reach the official final table of the Metro Special 5 million guaranteed, and they will come back tomorrow to play.
Sir D all in.
Ian Marcus completing the blinds. It's an automatic all in for Sardi Potoy Rivera with ace high. Good enough for him to take down the blinds. As our chat box is getting active with people, with viewers putting in their opinions. But remember, guys, we have the benefit of seeing the whole cards. This players doesn't have that, and coming from someone who have been in all types of tournament, I think I would have folded that ace jack too. It's easy to open with ace jack, but it's hard to call the three bet with ace jack, especially with this much on the line. Remember, every bust out is a pay jump, and against a player who can actually bust you out in a tournament, a player who have shown the propensity to play a wide range of hand, and you're moving and you don't have that really a big hand to play with, that's really difficult.
Big time fold. Ian fold.
Ace Jack is not a strong hand to play with, to be honest,
Sardi fold. Barty
even though
fold.
it's suited. A lot of hands that three bets you is actually dominating you. So it's easy to for us to say to give in comments because we have the benefit of seeing the whole cards. It's different when you're actually down there grinding it without the benefit of what we have. Bart Serbito coming into day two via the day two entry, winning his hand, winning his seat for only 1,650 because that was the amount he paid to join the flip out. The buy-in is 16,500. There was a flip out for a main for one seat worth 1,650. So if Bart Serbito ends up to win this tournament, he turned his 1,650 to 1,280,000, and that is a story.
Alex Lim.
Alexis Lim letting go of his king jack off early position. Chero de Leon under the gun plus one. 9-8 suited. Chero have
Toro fold.
slowed down actually because he got hit several times earlier.
The double.
Eman and George, as they want to play their hands, same thing as Big Time Mateo.
Change the gap.
Now folded to Ian Marcus at the cutoff with pocket nines, 1.6 million in chips. We'll probably see a raise here from Ian.
Ian raise total 210. 210.
We can hear
Sardi fold.
Dealer Joy announcing the raise amount of Ian to 210. Dre Nicolas at the big blind. I don't think he's gonna play this. Folds the hand, so it's an easy 250 for Ian Marcos. The comebacking Ian Marcos. He has to take a break from poker due to some health issues, but as we see him now, he has taken care of his health. He started going back to the tournament circuit, and we're glad to see him back up and about. Good luck to you, Ian Marcos.
Change the clock.
Kim Yusin is chiming in. Big Time Mateo could be holding tens, jacks, queens with that three bet. I wouldn't call either. It's either a fold or all in. I wouldn't all go all in with ace jack suited. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's tough to play ace jack. Yeah, for those who have just joined the live stream, you are watching the final nine players of Metro Christmas Special 5 million guaranteed happening right now here at the Metro Card Club, home of the Philippine Poker Champions. Of course, we are coming to you via a 10-minute delay live stream, but I am commenting on the 10-minute live stream as it happens, as I watch it. So we are watching the same thing. Cersei Gilbert Semacho is asking, paano yung flip out? It's like a satellite. You pay a seat, a slot. It's a 10-player slot, and then you open your cards before the flop, and then you run the board, and whoever wins that single hand wins the seat for the main event. It's a quick and cheaper way to get a main event seat. Eka Vinosa is asking, ngayon tatapusin to? No. This will play down to final 8 and final 8 players will return tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the afternoon for the official final table of this event. Champion is bound to take home 1,280,000 in prize money for this event. Royally Oracion, ikaw ang magto-tournament kasi hindi ako pwede. Shout out to Boss Joven Huerta of Metro Team Metro Card Club, also a member of Metro Team Pro. That's all good, Boss Joven. Nandito si Boss Chops Chua celebrating his birthday. Happy birthday, Christopher Chops Chua, Papa Chups. The official venue for Metro Card celebration, champion celebration. Shout out Boss Joven Huerto. Well-deserved rest, sir. Ian Marcus again. Ace-10 off. Folded to him. Under the gun +3. Early middle position for Ian Marcus. Let's see how we want to play this. Ace-10, Ace-Jack. These are really tough hands to play middle and early position. Cersei Semasio, hindi siya ina-announce. It's on the spot by demand during tournaments. If you can complete 10 slots, kasi 16.5 ang buy-in, ang worth ng ticket. So 10 slots, 1,650 is equal to 1 ticket. So on demand yon, ginagawa lang yon. Hindi siya talaga scheduled. Will Sulweta. Di ko alam kung sinong papa ang nire-rail mo. So Ian Marcus again successful in his race. Ace and off. He's now jumped to third in chip stack behind Christopher Big Time Mateo and Marcel Bart Sorbito. Kian Zachary, shout out to you, sir. Ken Mendez, shout out po kay boss Kyle Vidal. Thomas Alfaro rating for Bart Sorbito. Bobby Orna, shout out to our friend John King. Congratulations with their new business located in President's Avenue. BF Paranaque opened last December 9. What business is that? You should have included the business. Also shout to our friend and fellow tournament grinder, John Morris Bolotaulo. Shout out to you, sir. Nataon lang, Jan. See you in the circuit. Shout out to you. Thank you for watching this live stream that we are bringing to you of the final 9 players out of the 300. How many runners did we have? That's 310. How many runners did we have? Out of the 336 runners that played the main event, you are watching now the last 9-man standing. As we see Egoy Lagatus racing under the gun, Christopher Mateo with ace-5 clubs. He has engaged Egoy. He has engaged He has engaged uh, Egoy numerous times. The last one making Egoy pay a hefty almost 900,000 chips. Shout out Kital Basco. Thank you for watching. Will Solweda watching from Coron, Palawan. You can see the aggression frequency. Interesting to note that the two protagonists that has been engaging each other since early, Egoy Lagatos and Big Time Mateo, has the same aggression percentage of 34%.
Six,
Okay.
seven.
Sardi Rivera at one point was the overall chip leader with over 2 million in stack, now down to 1.5. So he got hit probably in the other table when they have transferred. Folded action to Bart Bito, who also lets go of his hand. We cannot see the hand of Dre Nicolas. He probably forgot it to put in the scanner. He's putting it now. Let's see if we can still catch a glimpse of it. As George Egoy Lagatus with King 6 suited hearts is tempted to defend his big blind against a 370,000 shove
307.
of Dry Nicolas.
Yes, sir.
Egoy with 2 million in stack behind him.
One.
And there's a call, so we'll see
Cards.
Dre's hand. It will be placed in our flop cam.
As ganyan sit one.
We'll see. So it's pocket 4 for Dre Nicolas against King 6 hearts
Five itong king six.
of George Lagatus. Two
Okay
overcards.
yan.
Let's see if we're going tomorrow
Nandito na sila
with
kuya.
8 players or will we continue
Ah, kay sir.
to
Everyone, all institutions pay 17
see the
daily
action of these
for
last 9 players?
and draw called by George with King 6 of hearts. Egoy. Called by Egoy with King 6 of
As
hearts.
Niero Lamikia is
Ready?
railing for Ian
One.
Marcos.
Let's see the flop. Flop is 5 of spades, 9 of diamonds, ace of diamonds. Now hand for Egoy. Third card, please. Deuce of clubs. Still no house.
And Dre Nicolas is bound to fade the 6 and the king of
Seven of clubs.
George Lagatus. So Dre Nicolas from France with a much needed
Three
double up
double up.
courtesy of George Lagatus, who continue to lose chips towards his opponent. Trey Nicolas now sitting at 890,000, enough to tie Eman Sigismundo on that same number of big blinds. And yes, there will be payouts, but
All in tawagin
well,
niya.
just that graphic just is telling you that there's gonna be payouts. Not necessarily giving you information on how much they will be. But I can give you that these 9 players
Pause lang ng pause.
are assured already of, let's see, 9 players. They are assured already of 97,500.
Very
As
good.
I've said earlier, it's 1.280 million up top. Second place is bound to take home 735,000. So a player will be a millionaire tomorrow when the smoke of battle will be over for the final eight. But for now, all these nine players' goal is to make it to the lineup that will return tomorrow to play at 3 in the afternoon. Jeff Laluna railing for Chero de Leon. Palaboy na pobre is was hoping that Egoy would have won that pot. Dre Nicolas has proven to be a very, very patient customer of this tournament. He's been short stacked as early as last the last two tables. Shout out to my real idol, William Ismael. Thank you for the input, sir. You have contributed immensely to my latest adjustments in my gameplay. Thank you, sir. Joel Woody with Jeremias. Ingat, after probably an unsuccessful bid in the other tournament today. GG, sir. Jay Sangolan, shout out to you, sir. Bart Servito, the player who came in via flip out, turning his 1,650 to 1,280,000, raising under the gun plus one with ace queen off. Everybody's folding. They're expecting. Oh, now we have an ace king from Egoy Lagatos at the dealer button. We can expect what Egoy will do with this hand. But Bart Servito actually covers him. I think we'll see a shove here from Egoy, considering the stack of Bart. Yes. Oh, it's a three bet, not a shove. Egoy three betting with most of his pink chips. Those pink chips are worth 50,000, and
800,000.
he has an effective stack against Bart,
Hindi ko nasabi.
who's sitting at 2 million. This is almost half his stack, 50%, almost.
Sip time.
This is not a question of whether Bart can call this three bet of Egoy. The worry here is after on the flop, this might be a definite jam for Egoy Lagatos given the action. So I think Bart is folding at this spot. Again, it's easy for us to say quickly a call or a shove because we can see the hand, a fold. It's not that easy with these players who do not have the benefit that we do. I think with a three bet this big, it's a fold for an ace queen off considering the stage of the tournament. Anthony Banal Castro, Tony B, shout out to you. Good fold, I think, for Bart Servito, who has proven to be very disciplined in his gameplay, holding ace queen. Jarek Almusayin, boss Jarek Almusayin, railing for Zardi, Erdel, Putoy, De Vera, and to all the local players. Thank you for watching, sir. Thomas Alfaro have already guessed what Bart will do. Yes, Bart is coming in with a very disciplined game here. He is almost there. In that spot, most hands that will 3-bet an ace queen
Next hand,
is ahead or dominating your hand. Big pairs will 3-bet you and you're behind. Ace king will 3-bet you and your hand is dominated. It's just sad that he's been running into this kind of hands with his relatively good hands also. Dre Nicolas under the gun shoves. This might merit respect from all the players unless they have very big hands. Alexis Lim, who is
850.
sitting right next to Dre with King Queen off, I don't think he can call this considering the fact that there's a lot of actions behind him still. It's either a fold or a shove for him in case he wants to play this hand, which I don't think he will. There's the fold.
Fold.
Chero de Leon with a quick fold. Sauce Eman Sigismundo. George Lagatus.
Floor.
Big time Mateo. Won't look him up.
Acting out of turn.
And big time Mateo will be penalized because he stood up prior to the action. Putoy Rivera folds and Dre Nicolas takes down 250,000 to boost his stack to over a million. Good for 11 bigs. Eman Segismundo still languishing at the bottom with 8 bigs. Still very playable for this guy. Yes, Kian Zachary is saying 2 times Nana 3 bet si Bart. Yeah, there are spots or there are times in the tournament na crucial na yung part ng tournament and you're given good cards and but you just can't continue if there's a 3 bet or a stronger move uh, na isinagot sa'yo. So that's just tournament poker. As action continues, again, if you've just joined us, this is the final 9 players of Metro's 5 million guaranteed Christmas special happening right now here at the Metro Card Club, home of the Philippine Poker Champions at the Metro Walk Complex here on Ortigas Pasig. We're coming to you via a 10-minute delay live stream as we see Alexis Lim, his turn under the gun, King Jack off. He's sitting at what point for relatively short stack comparatively.
Raise.
Our current blinds is 50,000, 100,000
Three fold.
with a big blind ante of 100,000. So basically a 1 million cheap stack is just 10 bigs. As Ian Marcos with ace queen suited at the button. Will he brings back the action? Will he bring back the action to Alexis? Or will he play this passively since he has the advantage of position? He can actually shove with this. I don't think he'll do that. I mean, he has the option to play it aggressively, but I don't think he'll do that. What he can do is 3 bet
Advantage.
Alexis, just like what he did right now.
830.
Quick fold from Putoy Rivera and Bart Vito at the small and big blinds respectively. So the action have shifted back to Alexis Lim, a
830.
member of Metro Team Pro. Ian Marcos with a 3 bet of 830,000. So it's 590,000 more to Alexis, as you can see in your graphics. So again, Alexis Lim in the tank. I don't think he'll be able to call with King Jack off. So it's a fold for him. as he did right now. So Ian Marcos taking down that pot. What? How wrong is this graphics? Sardi Potoy Rivera went to showdown with 1,033%. Well, well, that's probably 100%, but let's see. Thomas Alfaro railing for Alexis Lim, saying it's a good fold and wishing him good luck. Alexis Lim once again with ace 8 suited under the gun. As I was having a conversation with another poker player the other day, and we were talking about hands that uh, tend to tend to cause you leaks
Pagka naupo
during tournament. I think that's what's happening with Alexis with these races in early position, like the King Jack's offsuit, with a lot of players acting behind you, and these players have the propensity to also play aggressively. I think that is where you have to reconsider your moves, whether you want to raise this kind of hands in early position, because a big prob- probability or percentage is you won't be able to defend them against a 3 bet. As Eman Sigismundo shoving with Jack 7 suited folded to him,
5
UTG plus 2, he has to do this because he's been being grinded and the blind is about to hit him. But Ian Marcos at the cutoff with ace 10 off. And he will think about this. Not so sure if he'll be willing to call with ace 10 off, considering there are two actions behind him. I'm not so sure if you want to do a cold call for almost a million with ace 10 off. Especially Eman have been inactive for quite some time, meaning projecting that he has been very selective with his hands. Let's see. Shout out to Edwin Nava and thank you for the kind words, sirs. It's just we learn from other players also. We keep on asking how to check leaks in our tournament. What can we do to better improve? So, Eman Sigismundo successful with that attempt to take down those blinds to survive him. If you're at that spot, you really want to take down at least a hand or two every orbit to survive you until you get decent hands that you can double up with so that you won't be grinded. Kuya Jog is saying, sana magandang tournament sa August. Good luck, players. The good thing about Metro is all year round, Metro has a calendar of very, very good tournaments. We're starting with January with the Philippine Poker Tour. It's a 3 million guaranteed tournament with only a buy-in of 6,600. And in between months that Metro doesn't have major tournaments, we have the weekend special. So this is a 2-day tournament, 3-day tournament with very, very value for money structure and price pool. So what I would suggest is just keep on checking. What I do with my Facebook is I put Metro Card Club Facebook page on a setting that will allow me to get their announcement first on the top of my wall. So I'm always updated with their programs. And just like that, to a raise of 300,000 by Chero de Leon under the gun,
By
Eman Sigismundo, after taking out much needed pot earlier, now has a hand that he can actually shoves with pocket nines. So he's gonna get a lot of respect with this three bet shove, considering that there's an under the gun race. That under the gun race made his shove really strong.
170.
Christopher Mateo. It's just this is these guys are friends. I mean, this is just Christopher Big Time Mateo having some fun with Eman Sigismundo, making him sweat a little bit. We know he's folding. He knows it. He just wants to make Eman Sigismundo sweat. A common joke among friends on the table. These players have been in a lot of tournaments together. They're good friends. Ayan yung sa usapan natin, inaaya mo ng pagpawisan. So, Chero de Leon, I don't think he'll be able to call this shove with King 8 suited. I think a little tank, just to give the impression that he wasn't racing with just any cards or with mediocre cards. So, you would like to tank a little bit, not make a quick fold because that would tell the other guys on the table that that will give them the impression that your card that you race with has no value at all. So there's the fold. Eman Sigismundo, after languishing at the bottom of the ladder of the chip count ladder, I think is up there in the middle. Kuya Jog, dyan po ako naglalaro. Kapag umuwi ako, 3 days naka-reserve po para sa Metro Club. Sarap po maglaro. And we'll be glad to have you anytime, sir. Thank you for your patronage of Metro Card Club. We strive to make it better always for your playing experience. And back to the action, Eman Sigismundo under the gun, now sitting at 1.8 million. There you go. Ego Elagatus and Christopher Mateo, not interested to play this hand. Hey, Trey Troy, shout out to Jopet Factorisa and shout out to our good friend Paulo Mendez, a Metro regular who is now based in the States. Congratulations to your success there. And we miss you too here at Metro, especially yung mga kalaro mo sa bilyar. Yung ba laging kalaban ni Paulo sa bilyar?
140.
Miss ka na raw ni Shaq. Penny Nisperos also missing out on playing, missing playing here at Metro. Metro anytime is open to you guys. Shout out to JR Mirano. There you go. You can see the chip count right now. Chero de Leon is at the bottom now with 660,000 after losing some chips to Eman Sigismundo. Hari pa siya saying, nakadalawang bulat si Bart. Actually, short stack ata siya nung day 1C. And we were calling out because I was the one who initiated the flip out and we're just one slot open and humabol siya and he got the last one. Baka may nag-stake din ng last one. But shout out Harry Passion. Shout out to you also JR Mirano. Thank you guys for watching the live stream coverage of the final 9 players. If you have just joined us, this is the final 9 players of Metro Card Club's 5 million guarantee tournament Christmas special. This is the inaugural offering of this event. It has a buy-in of 16,500.
23.
As we see Chero De Leon folded to him on the small blind, goes all in with 10-9 off. Eman Sigismundo doesn't know this, of course, but he actually dominates Chero De Leon's hand with Queen 9 suited diamonds. I don't think he'll call though. He just got those chips back. But he will. Yes, he did.
I will
He
here
will call.
for
And we are
6
going to showdown
10-9
10-9 Chiro De Leon, Queen 9 suited for Eman Sigismundo,
Eman is ahead.
dominating Chero's hand. Chero
That
all
is
in
the
for his
flop.
tournament life.
Flop is
Flop is
Queen of
Queen
Clubs
10
connecting with
Ace.
Ace of Spades.
It's a inside straight draw
Turn card is a
for
5
Chero De
diamonds.
Leon. The turn of 4 will not help, and the river of
River card
4
is 4
will not
of
help.
clubs.
Chero De Leon exiting the tournament at
Congratulations,
ninth
Jason.
place. Good game, sir. Been very, very good game for Chero De Leon. I was with him during since day 2, and he has played very, very good. Just sad that he fell short. So it's still good game, sir.
Congratulations, Ron.
Chero De Leon
Again.
exiting at ninth place. And ladies and gentlemen, we have your final 8 players. They will come back tomorrow. There you can see Chero De Leon exiting and getting
Then for the
97,500.
people, we were
The
choosing
8 players are now assured of 120,000 in prize payout. These 8 players will come back tomorrow to play the final table of Metro 5 million guaranteed Christmas special. It will happen at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we will bring it to you via live stream with a 10-minute delay. Also happening tomorrow is the last side event, which is the big bounty. So we are inviting you to come and rail and watch the final table and also play the big bounty side event with a buy-in of 2,750, if I'm not mistaken, plus 1,000 bounty. So if you play and you bust out a player, you always get 1,000 bounty for every player you bust out. And of course, we're gonna see the traditional picture taking that you can see right now. Young Hood Yon, you're welcome, sir. We will always bring to you the action here at the Metro Card Club. Last minute shout outs. Tata Tata Kads, Tata M Kads, Tata Kadangdang Mamantayaw of General Santos. Shout out to you, sir. JR Mirano, Kendall Rosario, shout out to you, sir. JR Mirano, yes, I know Mike Takayama is in Prague right now playing the European Poker Tour of Poker Stars, and we wish him good luck.
Okay na.
And that's just about for our live coverage. We will return tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I am your commentator for the live stream. My name is Chester Intia. And we thank you for being with us in this live stream. Maraming salamat, magandang gabi, at mabuhay ang manlalarong pokerista